There's probably some other way I'd want to phrase this, but I can't think of it any differently than this. What is that part of you that is fucking your performance, that is messing it up, that is your limiter? If I was to give you an example, for me, it's overthinking. I never used to always overthink. It's something that I've come across fairly recently, and I know why. It's because I'm trying to do too many things all at once. Overthinking is different from procrastination. Overthinking is where instead of spending half an hour on something, which would be plenty to have it ready, I'm spending 2 hours. Or instead of doing it today, I'm doing it in 3 or 4 days' time, and I'm thinking about it over those days. There's something that you will have that is your barrier. And the first thing we need to do is become conscious of it. Now, to give you some examples, you might be limiting yourself from doing things because you're worried about reputational damage. You may have seen in one of my previous videos, I talk about why worry about the reputation you don't already have. You might be worried about getting things right. There might be a perfectionist element, and you might be holding off on things until you think you've got everything lined up. Especially if it's your first cut at something. You'll never know how to do something better until you do it for the first time. So there's a whole bunch of factors, and it is personal and it is internal. It's not external factors that are causing us to think the way that we're thinking. It's something internal, and you need to know what it is so then you can come up with strategies to take care of those things. So what are my strategies around overthinking? Firstly, I talked about how I tend to overcommit or have too many things on at once. I suspect, I could be wrong, that I have a lot of good ideas, or what I perceive to be good ideas. No, I can't enact them all. I need to pick a few, and I need to let the other good ideas die. I have a ratio in my mind, 3-to-1. So every 3 good ideas I think I have, 3 ideas of things I think I should do, I'll pick one and I'll let the other 2 go. Now, it's not a hard and fast ratio, but just having that ratio allows me to let go of more ideas as a proportion than those ideas I follow through with, just to free up time. I back myself on, if I'm deleting good ideas, that I will think of other things later. So that's one strategy. The other strategy, again, personal to me, is I love feeling like I'm ahead of the game, which is why I have a morning routine and I get up at 5:30. That's not ridiculously early, but it means with getting up at 5:30 and getting my morning routine done by 7, it means I'm ready to go into the day and I've already got runs on the board. That's what works for me. So there's 2 really high-level steps in this. One is start to become really conscious of what is that thing that is messing with you, that's slowing you down. That thought process, that mindset that you have. Now, don't berate yourself for having that mindset. It's quite natural. We've all got our things. Nobody's got this all together. What is that one thing? And then what are the strategies that you can have in place to start to counter those things? In my book that I'll be releasing some stage soon, I'll keep you in the loop. If you want to stay across this, hit subscribe. I talk about the strategy of be your own coach. So being consciously aware of what it is you're about to do, and ask yourself, if you were coaching yourself, would you let yourself do that thing or not? Again, let me give you an example on that, because the way I explained it sounded a bit weird. But if I am looking to go for a run the next day, and say it's in a fairly competitive race, and I've done a lot of training leading up to it, sometimes I might feel like I deserve something that will be counterproductive. So, for example, let's go to an extreme. Let's say I'm thinking about eating a block of chocolate before my run the next day. Simply asking, if I was my own coach, what would I suggest as a coach? And my coach would clearly say, don't even touch that chocolate. If you have to, have it after the race, but not before, because the amount of sugar you're about to eat will affect your performance tomorrow. That truth is always there. It's always in your mind. You know it. But sometimes you have to step out of your own mind, be your own coach, so you can cut to the truth and then just follow that decision then. Be your own coach. Something I talk about in my book, and it's a strong theme throughout my book. It's a strong theme because it works. It absolutely works. So be your own coach, come up with your own strategies, but you have to understand what is the core thing that you're battling with. There is something that is making life a little bit harder for you. There is something that is slowing things down, that's stopping you from performing. What is that thing? For me, it's overthinking. What is it for you? And then develop strategies around it. All right. Best of luck. If you've got any questions, throw them in the comments and I'll answer them. Hit subscribe if this is helpful, and catch you in the next one.